So, you could see lots of variations out there. But the great thing about term loans is it's not too hard to read and understand the terms before you invest so that you know when to expect your money to come back. Okay, now let's talk about revenue-based financing. This is another form of debt, but it's less predictable because instead of defining exactly when you will get your money back, they define the conditions under which you will get your money back. And that is, they typically say, we'll pay you back a percentage of the revenue. The group of investors who invest will get a percentage of revenue. Usually it's a small percentage, like 1 to 5%, until the loan is paid back with a profit. So typically they'll say, you give us $1, we'll pay you back $2, maybe only $1.50, maybe $3 or $4. It varies, right? So the customarily, but not universally, those payments are calculated and made on a quarterly basis. So you start getting payments pretty quickly, but not immediately. But it's based on the sales, right? How much revenue the company is generating. And if the company isn't generating any revenue when you start, you've got to wait for them to generate revenue. That's the reality. Now, I've got a few suggestions to help you think about investing in revenue-based financing notes, which I think are great instruments that should be used more by issuers and investors. But pre-revenue companies, and there's no reason a pre-revenue company can't offer you these deal terms, but a company that isn't generating revenue yet should promise you at least 3 times your money, maybe 4 or more, right? Because you're taking a lot of risk. And you say, well, equity investors get a lot more than 3 or 4 times. Yes, that is true, but you have to wait for additional risky things to happen. You have to wait for some sort of liquidity event. Where a revenue-based financing note, you just have to wait for revenue. So it is a reasonable thing even for startups, but you need to make sure you're getting a proper return, 3 or 4x your investment.